Nigeria just changed its election law and the fight inside the Senate almost exploded. President Tinubu has signed the Electoral Act 2026 into law, but lawmakers clash over one key issue: how election results should be transmitted, manual or electronic. What really happened inside the National Assembly, and why are some lawmakers warning this could affect 2027? This law will shape Nigeria's next general elections, and elections decide power. In this video, we break down the drama, the politics, and what it means for your votes. Please like, subscribe, and stay with us because this story is bigger than it looks. President Bola Tinubu signed the Electoral Act 2026 at the State House in Abuja. Present at the ceremony were Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Speaker of the House Tajuddin Abbas, Chief of Staff Femi Gbajabiamila. On the surface, it looked like a normal signing event, but behind that calm moment was serious tension. Just a day before, the Senate witnessed heated argument over Clause 60, the section dealing with transmission of election results. Senator Enyinnaya Abaribe demanded a formal vote on whether manual transmission should remain an option if electronic transmission fails. What followed? Shouting, procedural arguments, closed-door sessions. Finally, 55 senators voted to retain the manual fallback clause. 15 senators opposed it. If electronic transmission is stronger, why keep manual backup? That question now sits at the heart of Nigeria political debate. Let's sit back. In 2023, electronic transmission of results became a major public demand. Many Nigerians believe technology will reduce manipulation. The 2025 House version of the bill had supported compulsory electronic transmission to INEC IREF portal, but the Senate revised that position. The new law now allows manual transmission if electronic system fail. President Tinubu defended this approach. He said voting in Nigeria is still manual. Voters appear physically. Ballots are thumb-printed. Results are counted by hand. Electronic system only transmits already counted results. He also questions Nigeria's broadband strengths. Nigeria still struggles with internet access in many rural communities. So here is the dilemma. Should elections depend fully on technology in a country with uneven digital access? Or does manual backup create room for human interference? That is the real debate. Now let's talk politics. Why did opposition senators push hard against the manual fallback? Because history matters. In past elections, disputes often happened between polling units and collation centers. Critics fear manual transmission can allow result changes before final collation. Supporters argue if network fails, election must continue. President Tinubu positioned himself as cautious and realistic. He warned about hacking and system glitch. If lawmakers argue about countering vote or counting their votes inside the Senate, how confident will voters feel about counting votes nationwide? The House of Representatives also saw drama. When a motion was put to vote or a voice vote, the nays sounded louder, but the Speaker ruled in favor of the motion anyway. Protests followed. An executive session was called. Even inside Parliament, trust looked fragile, and trust is everything in election. What most reports focus on is the shouting and the numbers, but here's what many missed. These debates signal deeper political anxiety ahead of 2027. The ruling party wants flexibility. The opposition wants strict electronic safeguard. Both sides are thinking about one thing: winning. Imagine a close presidential election in 2027 and electronic transmission fail in key states. What happened next? Legal battles, public protests, accusations. This clause could become the center of national tension. So far, reactions are divided. Some Nigerians believe manual fallback is practical. Others say it weakens transparency. INEC now carries heavy responsibility. If the commission strengthens its digital system and communicates clearly, fear may reduce. If not, suspicion may grow. But here's the part nobody is talking about. This is not just about technology, it is about confidence. If citizens believe elections are fair, even manual process can work. If they don't believe, even perfect technology will not be trusted. Let's zoom out. This law affects public trust, political competition, campaign strategy, and national stability. Democracy runs on credibility. If credibility weakens, governments suffer. Elections are not just about ballots, they are about legitimacy. In many African countries, disputed elections have triggered unrest. Nigeria must avoid that path. The 2026 Act chooses a hybrid system: manual voting with electronic support. Whether that hybrid builds confidence or controversy depends on implementation. Three possible scenarios to look at: INEC upgrade system. Transmission will work well, debate fail. The second scenario is that network fails in key areas. Manual fallback is used. Opposition challenges results. The third scenario is that close election margin lead to court battles. Clause 60 becomes central evidence. The future of 2027 may depend not just on votes, but on trust in how those votes are transmitted. The Electoral Act 2026 is now law, but the real test has not happened yet. It will happen in 2027. Will this law strengthen democracy or spark new disputes? Tell us what you think. Should Nigeria go fully electronic or keep manual safeguard? Drop your comments below. Like this video if you value balanced political analysis. Subscribe for deep investigative breakdown and share this video because informed citizens protect democracy. Nigeria's next election story has already begun and we will follow every step.